Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
Down.
Check, 59.
180. Hey, we're good. 185. Slide down.
Three down.
SOS.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, 734.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Smooth.
Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. 9 yards on the play and a first down. Second year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
58, right over there.
93. 93.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
To throw, it's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Carr to throw again. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
Red, 18 Gator.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Rock it. Check. Ready?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. A nice little juke. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10.
Topper! Leo!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man is Miller. He's got it. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Here's a first and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Go!
We got double up.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, Patterson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Pass 61, matchbox light.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Got it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
At the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Set. 10 Lobo.
59. Mike, 59. Run.
Makes 3. 218. Chopper.
On 1st and 10, Patterson forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 3rd down, Patterson. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Hey, Delta!
On first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Carr to throw. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 22.
Carr now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches. Again, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this one fielded at the 5. Cordero Patterson, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago! He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and inches, Carr. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On third down, Richard. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing on first down is Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Carr completes it to Aguilar. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
My 7.
Throwing now is Carr. Being chased out left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Hey, Orbit.
Stay with your man. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Me and you all get.
Carr now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. On 2nd and 12, Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check, 59.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful, because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey. Recon, decrypt.
From the gun, Patterson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
93.
Now Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on tap, and it's Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go.
Back to throw, Carr. Going to throw right side here, complete. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. This one into the hands of Burton. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Come on, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
44, Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Back to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Hey, Tusa. Cut. Hey, Delta. Go.
They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one, a